Hey guys, welcome to another exciting episode on Lines and Rhymes. My name is Wealth Wilson, and as always, I will not be doing the show alone. I have two spectacular poets. I call them spectacular because firsthand, I have witnessed their excellence on stage. So, without much ado, let me introduce you to Kenneth Ikobe.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? My name is Kenneth Ikobe. I go by the stage name Ken the Prince, the World Engineer.
I told you these guys are spectacular. He didn't even wait for me to give him his description. He just collects out from my mouth. All right, so he's not the only guest here. I have with me Wani Emmanuel.
Okay, my name is... Did I just say my name is? My name is Emmanuel Wani, pen name Grey Matter, aka Wani. Yeah, I like anime, and I believe I'm a poet that plans poetry.
Okay, okay.
Very
So you
smart
guys,
choice.
you're welcome on the show. It's great to have you guys here.
Thank you so much.
So just to put this out there, Ken the Prince is or was the Rivers State University PESA Artist of the Year. He was the winner.
Yeah, that's PESA there means Petroleum Engineering Student Association. So, I'm a student of Rivers State University, and I'm actually, petroleum engineer.
That's on humility. All right, guys, let's get straight into this. Okay, so we have two very important segments on this show, right? The first one, can they work it? And the second, why are you scared of looking at me?
You mentioned his
I'm
faculty.
shy.
You mentioned his faculty.
Okay,
Thinking
so
faculty or which one?
Yes. Can we continue, please?
there's two segments on this show, basically. First one, can they work it? Obviously, self-explanatory. And second one, the spontaneous rendition. So we're going to start out first with the can they work it, okay?
Okay.
So for this segment, just for clarification, the both of you are supposed to come up with a synergetic poem based off on the theme and subject that we'll share with you. Is that fine?
Yeah, totally okay.
So it promises to be chill and really easy. So without much ado, let me share your theme with you. So the theme for this particular segment is nostalgia.
Okay.
And nostalgia and hope, basically. And your subject is to be little.
Okay.
Does it sound easy? I mean, hope, nostalgia, quite universal elements and themes, so...
Being too little.
So I'm going to give them some time to just get themselves coordinated and ready for us. So when we come back, we'll be getting their rendition for this particular segment. So you want to see it, don't go anywhere. Stay with us. We'll be right back. All right, guys, welcome back. It's still Lines and Rhymes, and it's time for us to get our rendition from both of our poets. You guys are ready, right?
Yeah, very
So your
ready.
theme's still the same, nostalgia and hope, and your subject's still the same, to be little, and who wants to go first?
Are we going first?
So the floor is yours.
All right. I'm going first, right? So what's up, everybody? Life is not fair, people don't care until you make it. Life is not fair and no bleaching cream can make it. My people, how will they be and how far on our dreams? Look, I know say pockets empty and family get as it be. But just because say we dey live for street, no mean say we belong to the streets.
Okay. And sometimes our past mistakes they stick out like Adam's apple. And we guys accept the present, even though sin for that Christmas wrap am for us. And we dey hope say future no go sabi speak English, so you go skip good, turn better. But tomorrow get belle, so we dey abort our laziness, even do delivery sef.
Make it or die trying, this our motto no be Sienna. But in one accord, we've got the drive and we've got the keys like Alicia. So we tie our shoelaces, because we know say even without transport fare, we are still going places.
Yet sometimes some situations dey like bad example from maths teacher, the problems no dey add up. And we gats carry over this, go house, and we gats make homework. And corrections no be as e be, because shortcuts now don turn advice, they no more be vice, and nobody dey frown upon am. Because as passing our air condition bend crayfish, nothing spoil.
Omo, nothing spoil, we will go ball, even deaf people go hear the scores. We go get those goals, like Maguire, we go get our own goals. Because this greatness is just something that God has put in our trousers. See, it's in our genes.
And make we no forget, say, as we dey try take shots aimed at our goals, we no also forget stretch hand, be our brother's keeper. Because this hope dey contagious, and na the vaccine the world need.
Yeah, the hope they contagious and are the vaccine the world need. So believe in your dreams and hustle till everywhere stew. Because if this world now football field the way I see am to be, let me say one day all of us go ball, even without a referee.
Okay. You guys, I feel wrong for speaking English at this point, but that was really, sorry for anybody that doesn't understand Pidgin, guy. That was really good, you two.
Yeah.
I knew this was going to be spectacular, and I told you from the get-go. So let's start off first with some of the, the metaphor within some of the things that you had said.
Okay.
Mind blown, obviously. So the play on words and play on ideas that you guys brought on this particular rendition is amazing. So, I mean, one of the most catchy ones, first off, from yours, is the whole air condition and the crayfish one. Can you redo that line?
As far as in an air condition, bend the crayfish, nothing spoil.
Okay.
Exactly.
And then yours with the jeans. So the jean and the jeans. Love that.
Actually, it was about trousers and then jeans, you get. So let me try. Let me see if I can bring that up. Okay. So, because this greatness, oh my God.
Don't worry.
Because this greatness is just something that God has put in our trousers.
Yeah.
See, it's in our jeans. Exactly. That was it.
Killed it. You guys, that was amazing. So, I mean, what made you start off this particular segment with Pidgin?
Well, it's actually my audience. I actually, from experience, I noticed they relate so much with Pidgin than with British English. So
okay. So was it difficult for you? Did you find it hard to blend in? I mean, seeing that he started off with Pidgin and I mean he went on and on and on.
Yeah, I guess I just had to adjust and then maybe look at the fact that probably he's aiming at relatability. So I should try to be relatable too.
So that was really beautiful, you guys. I mean, if anything, I feel like we're done for the day. But no, we're going to come back from this short break. When we come back, you guys, the next segment is called the spontaneous rendition. Okay, so you have 1 minute 30 seconds. The timer will be set backstage and you'll be notified when your 1 minute 30 seconds elapse, okay?
Perfect.
Now, on this particular segment, you work alone.
Keep your pigeon.
Okay.
Keep your pigeon to yourself.
All right.
And I'm going to give you a theme and a subject that, of course, you would work with. So do you want me to share the theme first before we go on a break, or you want to just break the ice when I come back?
Please share the theme.
Don't break any ice. Just share it.
Okay, so your theme for this particular segment is self-discovery and rediscovery. So those are the themes that you have to play around
Self-discovery
with.
and rediscovery.
Yeah.
All right.
And your subject is the man who will. So to make things more interesting, when we come back, I will be sharing with you phrases that must appear in your rendition. You just stop halfway.
I won't see how you use pigeon and do that.
Okay. So who's going to go first? Okay, let me keep that for when we come back. That's fair, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
So guys, we're going to go on a short break. When we come back, spontaneous rendition, and then it's a wrap. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, guys. It's still Lines and Rhymes, and it's time for us to get into the spontaneous rendition with my guests. Remember, 1 minute 30 seconds is all they have on the clock. And without much ado, the theme did not change. Okay, Wani, now this rests on your shoulder to go first.
Okay.
So the theme is still the same. Okay. It's still self-discovery and rediscovery, and your subject is still the same. It is still the man who will.
Okay.
Now, remember I told you I was going to throw in a little bit of, a twist into it. I'm going to give you a phrase that must appear in your poem. Yeah. So whether or not you're doing it in Pidgin, you can just retranslate if you want.
Okay, that's fine.
That's like for you. I don't know about you, but I know that's majorly for you.
I'm not doing pigeon.
Okay. So I should share the phrase now, yeah?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So your phrase is, if I falter and fall by the way. If I falter and fall by the way.
If I falter and fall by the way.
Okay.
Okay.
You want to go first, yes?
Okay.
All right, timer ready? 1 minute, 30 seconds is what you have. Same thing applies to you when it's your turn, but for now, you take the stage.
The man who will. The man who will, this is a letter to you. Your name is Emmanuel, the man who will. Yeah. As you grow, you will discover that You would go from a boy who tells lies to someone who will make the minds of men itch their wood scratch. You would no more be lukewarm, your words would be hot for the cold-minded. You wouldn't end up an error not an error in your jam score. Your mom didn't want you to go to Zaria, but you become the man who will bridge the gap because you studied civil engineering. So you bridge the gap between your far-fetched dreams and your gifts that became like faulty taps. So they rushed and there was no need to even fuss it. I promise you that even though as I, the man who is, I falter, by the way, that life isn't any K-drama, there's not really any fault in our stars. That all belongs to our personal tastes. And people would come to rob you of your genius, try to steal your lamp or your lamp. You would answer Wani, you still remain the genie to grant their wishes. The man who will, to some others, you'll be recognized as a threat, so your pronouns would always remain try me. While you really turn out to be a poet and your pronouns remain hear me. The man who.
Okay, that was really, really beautiful. I like the way you picked the phrases. They were both figurative and literal, especially when you talked about the civil engineer. I mean, it was phenomenal.
Thank
So
you.
we're going to talk about state of mind. And I kind of think that poem was for you.
Yeah, it's about,
Yeah.
it's Emmanuel, the man who will.
Okay, let's just move to Ken the Prince. Ken, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
1 minute, 30 seconds on the clock, and your time starts. Now, same theme, same subject, same phrase.
I suppose get big sinews and muscles because I've been lifting people. The first time I saw a God was when I looked in the mirror. Life is a journey, so I dey follow no road. I'm on the road to self-discovery now, and there is no go slow. Came a long way without bribing no popo. My pen to paper is lethal. Man, you know the cocoa. Me, I no be fan of this government because they no get goals. Our leaders be like Arsenal, or they no get goals. If I falter and fall by the way, that's just me achieving staggering feats. I wonder why show promoters, they always want to give me 60 seconds to perform like I am a 1 minute man.
Okay.
I guess that's all for me.
Why do I feel like that's also our song? 1 minute, 30 seconds, just like 90 seconds and all. That's really beautiful.
Yeah,
Again, I feel like the both of you have mastered the art of wordplay. And the way you put your phrases around an idea that can be both literal and figurative is really, really beautiful.
Yeah,
Just to mention.
very relatable too.
Yeah.
I noticed that they can actually relate to, I don't know, those puns, punchlines and wordplays a lot. So it's necessary that poets, include that in their work.
So I believe that this subject and theme is very relatable to both of you. Let's start with you, Emmanuel. I mean, this particular poem that you did was basically pointing at you as a person, as the man who will.
Yeah, the theme wasn't that hard to pick out something to say. It was more of like me telling myself, if there was a time machine, that things didn't go the way you wanted it to, but it turned out fine.
Yeah.
That you discovered talents you had and dropped some talents you didn't need. So basically, that's what I just tried to frame.
That's really beautiful. Same thing applies to you as well, because I mean, you did reference yourself looking into the mirror and finding a God thereof. So, state of mind.
Okay, so basically, that line is a reflection of, when you talk about self-discovery, that's like a reflection of who I am. When I look in the mirror, I see a God, and it's also like, there's some part in the Bible reference to that, ye are gods. I don't know if you know what I'm saying. So
I know what you're saying, bro. All right, guys, that was really beautiful. I'm really glad to have you guys on the show. Hopefully, we get you again to come on the show for the next editions that we will have, because the both of you chill. And if you haven't worked together before to create a rendition, you better start doing that, because the both of you have a synergy that is unmatched.
Definitely. We'll work on that, right?
And you have
No
to pay me
pigeon.
commission for making that happen. All right, guys, follow my guests. Their handles will be displayed right below. Follow, like, and share this video. Subscribe to Lines and Rhymes. Follow Wealth Wilson as well. And until next time, we'll be back with better and even more amazing episodes on the show. Don't go anywhere. Hey, okay, bye.